God has literally given an assignment. Your name is written in the books of heaven with a destiny connected to someone else who's supposed to help you with your mantle. But if you don't understand your mandate or their mandate, you may prematurely run off in a direction that God hasn't ordained simply because you don't understand. So this is that other part of understanding your prophetic mantle and understanding that the truth is the making is in the chasing of the one who has the mantle. So and now he had to run fast and chase because Elijah kept on doing what he was supposed to do. Elijah didn't stop and discontinue his mandate because Elisha said, wait a minute, I got to go back and talk to my family. Wait a minute, I'm not ready to move just yet. Wait a minute. I mean, you just hear stuff from all over. It's just, that's not my concern. My concern is I've done my part. I've placed my mantle on you as a mentor, or whatever, however God's connected, as the one who's assigned to raise you up. I've done my part. Now it's up to you to do your part. And then the question again is going to be, will you accept the mandate enough to accept the mantle? All right. Because some folks just want the mantle and not the mandate. Mm-hmm. So there are some folks who get the mantle placed up on them and they run back home and go keep doing what they're doing and wonder why they don't manifest at the high level that they think they're called to, the dreams and the vision that they've seen. And it's simply because though they received the mantle, they did not chase the mandate. Mm-hmm. Or the one who was connected to the mandate and the mantle for them. All right.
That, but really, they're in kind of borderline rebellion because
they are in rebellion.
Yeah, they're not doing what God called them to do.
Right. And if you don't operate in that level, or God hasn't shown it to you, then it's going to mess you up. It's going to mess up your whole life. Because again, what I tell people, I'm like, when you get before God, it's not going to be you and your husband and your children. Mm-hmm. And you can't get up there and say, well, they were having a stomach ache and my husband didn't want me to do it. And my daughter had to do cheer. No, God's going to say, but did you finish the course? Mm-hmm. Well, no, I didn't because they had a stomach ache. What? But you gotta be so, again, truthful to that extent. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that means you got to get biblical on people and say, well, what does it say? And then why does it say Jesus denied everybody and went on about purpose? So that wasn't real? Is the Bible real or is it not real? Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. Who is my mother, my father? What? Is this real or is it not? Tell me. And then it is that, it's that deep to me. So the way I run everything as well now, I won't even argue with you if you trying to make a decision with you and your husband or something. I don't argue about that stuff. When you come to me and say, my husband said, I can't, what should I do? I'm gonna say, guess what? That's fine. Go do what you got to do. But I do not debate husbands. I do not debate y'all got to get on one accord. You got to figure that out. You know what purpose, plan, and destiny is. I don't debate that. That's on y'all.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say thank you. I really enjoyed it. When I grew up in a ministry that didn't really talk about the prophetic or didn't really teach the prophetic. And when the Lord called me to ministry, when I got older, they didn't even believe in women in ministry. So I had that fear factor of I was dreaming and seeing and experiencing, when I finally did tell my dad, because he was the pastor. But that was years after I had left and God was dealing with me in other ministries that he took me to all over the world, that I understood that he did call me, but they didn't acknowledge that. And so there was that, like, okay, am I going to move forward? Because my family is not going to agree. But, over the years, just saying, you know what? Now it's like, I'm going to do what God called me to do. The apostle pushes you to, what God is calling you. So just a lot of this says, the mantle, the difference between the mandate and the mantle. I wasn't quite clear on that. So I thank God for that.
Why am I so transparent? I don't think we go through our processes for ourselves. I think we go through them for others. That there are people waiting on us to tell the truth about our ups and downs, our failures, and our successes. Plus, I really don't think you've been delivered from your mess until you can truly tell your testimony, knowing in your transparency, someone else is going to win. I'm transparent because I own what I've been through, because I know what I've been through is going to help somebody else along the way.
And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when you depart out of the house or city, shake the dust off of your feet. Rejection, God, then allow your words to shoot out of your mouth for His glory. And when it shoots out of your mouth for His glory, sometimes you will be rejected on His behalf. Sometimes you will be rejected when you stand up and give correction. They will call you corrupt. Sometimes when you begin to prophesy what God says, they will turn around and tell you that you are all messed up. But what I need you to understand is that in this moment and in this season, after the rejection and after they called you everything but a child of God, after they called you a witch, and after they called you Jezebel, and after they called you everything but a child of God, you got to be able to look down and shake the dust off of your feet and keep on moving in the direction that God has called you to move in. Somebody say, shake the dust.